Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Crafting Dead. I'm being chased by zombies. Let's just get rid of them just very quickly, just like that. Just keep on shooting. It's good to see that players are finding the server finally. I've seen some comments here and there saying that the server is being used by something else, which is true. I'm using it for other project, which is a temporary project, so the server may go down just for a few minutes, hours, and it should be up in a few hours. So if you sit down, just wait a couple hours and it should be back up, or just leave a comment saying that, oh, the server's down, and then we'll quickly go, or I'll finish the wrap up to what I'm doing, and then I'll change it back to Crafting Dead. So with the active amount of views on this series, I've decided to expand the server. So instead of expiring on February 1st, I'm going to expand for 1 month, which means it'll expire on March 1st, which is pretty nice. It gives me 1 week to live stream, so I can still get the server still out there. And I'm also planning to do like other projects, so I still need the server. The only downside to that is that I had to lower the RAM, because you know I had to pay the extra, what is it, $3 to get the extra 500 megabytes, 300 megabytes of RAM, which I do not need. Like, the reason why I got it is just because I decided to get more RAM because Lord of the Rings was too laggy. I was planning to do Lord of the Rings, but these, oh, it's a pumpkin. Oh, cool. Yeah, this texture pack. I'll have a video shortly. I said before this video, I said in the previous episode, like I'll install a or do an installation video on this texture pack. But the only thing is that this texture pack may be from somebody else. And you know how a texture pack is. You cannot put download links of somebody else's texture pack into your video's description just because it isn't theirs and they didn't have permission, right? And I could risk like YouTube problems, so I'll try to avoid that. But I did find the original textures, so I may use that. The only downside is that the mod owner modified the texture pack of this one, but it's still similar, so you guys can still use it. Like, there's some differences, but it's still usable. This crossbow's one hit, right? Oh, I missed. I think it drops the arrow. No, it doesn't drop the arrow. Tricky. Reload the crossbow. Hit. It has one hit. Does it drop the arrow? No, it doesn't. It should drop the arrow before it dropped the arrow, so I can like, it's like infinite use. But apparently it's not now. But sometimes maybe there's a chance. I'm also running low on bullets, so I may keep on moving because also I could camp to wait them respawn, but that's not ideal. Magnum. Oh my goodness, he fell from the sky. There's also no new updates on the map. If there is, then I will add more to it, or like build more to it. So apparently there's not. So we have to wait until, like, what else could the map owner add? He could add Rick's house, probably. That's like an old addition. Like anything from the show, he could add it to the Minecraft map. And the other place he could add was the school that the Terminus people went, like, you know, where they cooked Bob to make barbecue. There's also what place is there? There's the fire truck place that Glenn and the soldier went, and where the scientist revealed his darkest secret of him being not a scientist. He could build that. Like, still a bunch of addition, and I could expand the bedrock wall, so that'll be no worries. And look at that sun. Oh my god, it's so realistic. I think the texture pack is called realistic, so if you want to take a look, then the link will be in the description below. Then I'll have how to install the texture pack later on in the future. All this server is also public, if you're wondering. And if you want to use this map, go ahead. I asked the map maker Jeromski, the custom map maker, saying that if I could provide a download link. He said sure, so it's a green light on that one. Just watch the episode. Like, anything helps. Watching the episode helps. Donation live stream helps, but I'm seeming that I don't have any time for it. That's the thing. Like, I'm still in school, and the workload is going up and up. But in summertime, I should have more free time, but it's far away from summertime, so the server may close down. But let's hope that it doesn't, and this series will carry on. Just aim. Can I aim? There we go. Sniper's your best friend. And yeah, so if you don't know more, I'll tell you more about this server. There still needs some permission. I'll get around to that when I need it. I know that a buddy of mine provided a good link about permission, like a how-to beginner for permission, so maybe I'll figure that out eventually. But you may notice some familiar buildings. Oh my goodness, I missed that one. I like being a soldier because I love killing stuff. There's zombies in there. Most of these buildings are stocked up. That's an empty building, so you may expect some empty buildings. Are you empty? You're empty. Can I kill him with Magnum? I don't think the mod maker implemented headshots yet, so they may not die once you shoot them in the head, but it usually die when you shoot them in the head. I mean, that's the idea, isn't it? Oh, I have another arrow. Where'd my arrow come from? And this one does not have any loot. Why would I do? Yeah, the new area, like I said in the previous episode, your new area would not have that much loot if you want that challenge of not having any guns. So you may struggle on getting any loot in this area, because I didn't go crazy on this area because it wasn't needed. Another place that the map maker could have added is the mountains, where those guy who was fishing, and then they had the massacre, right? The zombie massacre, and the people I went to Atlanta to get back Herschel. They were too late on saving everyone, so they had to like bury everyone, and everything was just disastrous. But that mountain, that's a big landscape. Like, I don't have that landscape. Neither does the Jeromski for his map. So we'll see what he does. Here's the hospital. If you haven't seen, wow, let's like adventure to every place and check out the texture. Like, I haven't checked out the texture in a while of people's or in buildings. Here's the hospital. Hospital, you normally will see medical loot, so it's not good for military. So I wouldn't recommend going here unless you want something like a band-aid or a morphine. So let's leave this place. Oh, look at this. The seats are like very modern. Like, you can use this as actual chairs and they'll look like chairs, basically. Okay, there's some zombies. I think we can avoid them. No, let's kill them. Try to oh, no ammo. Trying to kill off the zombie population. I don't think there's a cure yet. And you know how there's like so much zombie movies out there, and then there's like zombie games, H1Z1, what's like the latest one that came out? Oh, I dropped my gun. That's not good. Can't get my gun. Oh, can't get my gun back. But yeah, is that really preparing us for a actual zombie apocalypse? I'm wondering. Like, what if a zombie apocalypse were to I don't know, break out today? Like, all of a sudden there's a zombie epidemic. Would we be really prepared on what to do? Like, should we kill off all the zombies, or will we find a cure? Who knows? Alright. So here's the second part. I don't know. There's a second hospital right next to the actual official one, so apparently that's what it looks like. Oh, I do have a crossbow. Whoa, I got my arrows back. But yeah, so since I've watched like so many TV shows about zombies, makes me wonder if I'm really prepared for if there was a zombie apocalypse were to happen. Like the movies I saw was obviously The Walking Dead. There's also, what kind of movies are there? There is World War Z, I think. Yeah, that's a movie called Brad Pitt, and then it shows how they finished it off, right? The conclusion of it is where the zombies are drawn to sound, so they use like microphones on stadiums, and then they nuke the stadium to kill off the zombies. Some were like actually fighting the zombies. That was pretty cool. There was a TV show called I don't know what it's called. Z Nation. That's what it's called. And what it is a movie or a TV show on the zombie apocalypse, and it's different style, and like different style from Walking Dead. So things are different. But what they have is that they also had a CDC, but that CDC went wrong because they were finding a cure, but they got overrun by zombies. So I don't know. There's also like some scientists out there saying that they already made a zombie virus or something that can make a zombie virus. So if this virus, if they made it, then there's probably a cure it because it's man-made. So the cure would have been man-made. Actually, we'll check the prison. Prison, I loaded up a bit. Not too much, but I think it should be enough. Any more arrows? Crossbow. I do have crossbow. Oh, I don't think you have to pick. Yeah, I think you don't have to pick it up. Look, one. Oh yeah, 2 shots. I think it's auto pickup. That's really sweet. Here's the prison. It's actually different from the custom map just because the show. I kind of went back on the show and it showed some bricks parts, so I had to change everything to brick. Like before it was sandstone, which wasn't really matching. Oh yeah, I'm Daryl. Okay, I have 1 bolt. 1 only. Huh, okay. Apparently don't pick it up. Let's go in here. And yeah, this is the prison. I can see there's some very, very familiar places that are overlapping from the show. So you may know it's like, oh, that's a prison. That's very nice walls and all that. So we took a long time building this whole map. So enjoy while it lasts, I suppose. I think next episode I'll go with the story mode, like have some objective. If a zombie apocalypse were to happen, I would probably find a community, right? Because I live in Canada, so in theory, all the shows are saying that zombies do not like the cold, so they wouldn't like appear in Canada. So what I would do is find a base, a location, just like the hospital that Bats went. Like they grow their own food and they have the safe community, right? They have the police force, so they have some protection. So that seems like a good community to be in, right? Because you are in a safe place. It's they protect you, and everyone. It's like a system that works. So might as well do it. Like what Rick did, he's constantly on the move just because the place was too good to be true. But if you have a good community, a big community, then man, oh, I got it. So I missed it. Yeah, but if you have a big community, then chances are the chances of survival will be low. But if I were to die from zombie apocalypse, it wouldn't be from the zombie. Like I would have the courage or strength to fight them, but it wouldn't be from a zombie fight. Well, maybe if I'm that clumsy, but I doubt that I am. So I think it'll be like starvation or contamination of food. That would be my most likely cause to die. But if you're in a zombie apocalypse, what would you do? Like, what would be your scenario on surviving it? Like, what are your plans if one were to happen? Like, if you're watching this video, then you're probably a fan of Walking Dead. Like, have you ever thought if you're in a zombie apocalypse, like right now, and there's like zombies outside, obviously everything will get shut down, right? The power source, no one will be operating them because you'll need manpower to operate them and fix them once they are damaged. But the power runs out. What would you do? You have to filter your own water, right? Because water will be dangerous to drink if they're not filtered correctly, and that causes like contamination, and you may die from it or get really, really sick. And I think it takes manpower to produce the medicine also, because you know they come from factories, and factories are operated by manpower and or people, and you need people, alive people, to operate them. And since zombie is a non-curable disease, it'll take your limited resources basically. So there's no like trucks. Fuel would be limited also because they come from the ground and they operate from other people. And you can't use those people just because they're gone, right? Because they got eaten by the zombie apocalypse. So I wonder. I'm pretty sure the governments are going to use the bunkers that they created, you know, back in World War II or World War or whatever, just because it's safety, right? But it's a limited resource. Eventually it's going to run out, so they're going to go out eventually. But I don't think the military is going to go down that hard, because I'm pretty sure we have a stockpile on weapons. Like we can see in the world right now, in the Middle East, people are bombing each other. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be more bombs plotted. Like right now, the battle against ISIS, the terrorist group, they're throwing bombs, tons and tons of bombs. And in The Walking Dead, they showed only one bomb. So I'm pretty sure it can't get that bad, could it? the army place could have been brought down that easily. Think of the terrorists if they could have brought the army down that easily. So I wouldn't be so sure, but the theory of the virus already inside us, that seems a bit off, because what are the chances that if we die we become zombie? Like why didn't it happen? Why did it happen now? Why not before? That's a big mystery. Maybe there's a new virus. Yeah, it's probably a new virus, and then it got airborne, and then it's all inside us that makes us become zombies after we die. Probably.